everybody, I'm Count Cristo, and welcome back to the lovely town of Cristoton, now the proud owner of the small, but it's a noble beginning to Elm Gardens. I do like this little place we've created. It's very nice, very nice. All right, but today we're going to move on to more city planning, normal stuff, which is we're going to set up a new residential area in our fine city over here. So we've got the town centre, we've got the quiet place, and now we're going to have new something or other. I don't know what new yet, but this area over here is going to become our new little urbanized area. And in case you didn't watch the last one, first off, go watch the last one. You should watch all my series. Just watch them in order. You savages. I know some of you only want to watch one episode a day. That's fine. Just watch like episode 1 first, and then episode 2 the next day. Anyway, I know that's not how people like to do YouTube a lot of the time, but we're going to try and have basically urbanized centers around the lake, and then set back from the lake, we're going to have a lot of less urbanized areas, especially less urbanized over here, because it's going to be a big farm. But for now, so we're going to set up this area. So what could this be? New place just seems too easy. New quiet? Real quiet? Nova quiet. New Nova. Just new. The industrial flats will end up moving. For sure. Considering we're going to want to have lots of connections between this inner city and the further out areas. Shoreside Place I will try and keep nice, but it probably, since it's on the coast, it will end up getting more and more urbanized. Maybe we'll have like a less urbanized layer and then a more urbanized layer here or something like that. We've got a lot of residential demand to meet, so let's get started. First off, the name. We're going to call it... I don't know. For now, I christened the new. No, not new. New. Good. For now, it's just new. Oh, you can see percentage assigned. That's cool. We've got almost all fully maxed out level buildings, which is very cool. In the city centre, that is, in the town centre, rather. So over here. Yeah, first things first, this road. Why doesn't it have trees down here? I mean, they cost slightly more to maintain. How much more is it? 1.8. These cost 1.28 compared to... Yeah, I mean, they cost quite a bit more, but it's not much to begin with, so... No excuses. Let's give trees. So basically, one part of the city is going to be... There's going to be this big ring road going all the way around, which is going to be this road here. And so, let's continue that just to the edge of the map for now. Although we're going to want it to curve a bit. Because it's got to go around the lake. So maybe we want to curve it earlier. Maybe we have it curving from all the way back here. Yeah, no more need for that service road. Those trucks are okay. They can just drive onto the street. I don't need this or this anymore. Okay. So, this... curved right out of the gates. We're going to curve it from the middle like this. Okay, so it's going to be a housing area based on a curved road, which is, you know, everyone's favorite. So now how do we make this interesting? I think the way you make it interesting is you build it around things rather than laying down the roads first. So we're going to have at the core of this area is obviously going to be the yoga garden. Okay, so one of the core areas, we're going to have like, this is going to be the new, you know, if you can't quite afford Shoreside Place, you move out to New Something. And New Something has all the finest well-being facilities. We're going to have a yoga thing. We're going to have all kinds of stuff. Now, do we need a large road coming off here? I'm tempted to put a large road coming off. Let's try and manage without, because we're not going to do high-density housing, remember. So we'll just have a small little road coming out, like this, going across, and coming back in. Okay. Looks dodgy with the zoning, but once you get rid of it, it doesn't look that bad. So, we want... Where's my yoga garden? Where's my yoga thing gone? Right, it's a health building. So we're going to have a yoga garden. We're going to have a sports hall. How much are these? Probably a lot. Jesus, $2,000 a week. They better appreciate this freaking sports hall. And maybe 2 yoga gardens back to back. That looks pretty nice. And I can actually make it go on there. Which I can't seem to do. What's this? A small medical clinic? That might be all we need, it turns out, over here. We'll see. About a cemetery? No. The yoga garden is very awkward. Well, how about we do that and then move the other one? There we go. So 2 yoga gardens and a sports center. This place is the absolute peak of city living right now. Needs roads out here. Okay, good. And by building around something, I think it's going to make it more visually interesting rather than just, you know, rather than just kind of big blocks of roads. No traffic lights in my city. Getting stopped at a red light is not something that happens to you in this world anymore. Can't have a fishing island. A little Japanese garden, because it doesn't quite fit. A carousel park. Carousel park even, too big. Some dog parks. Yeah. Well, we should probably leave some room for some service buildings here, shouldn't we? So now we go to... now we actually do need some, you know, some housing. So let's set out some small areas like this. But they're going to have gaps. The reason they're going to have gaps... Good lord. The reason they're going to... It's just so awful. I guess this one goes like this. Yeah, and the reason they're going to have these dodgy looking gaps... This should probably be a slightly larger road that connects to this. It's going to be slightly uneven. But when you don't have the zoning tool on, it doesn't look nearly as noticeable. Okay. And some more over here. And they're going to have gaps so that we can have interesting design like this. So we can have it just be a bit more interesting to look at. And it can come in from both sides. But ideally, actually, it should probably come in from this end. So that you have less traffic. You have less stops on the main road. Yeah. So this should be... this should go further. Which somehow makes it look even worse. How about we have it come in closer? From here. There we go. That looks a lot better. Then that can go in there. Nice. Have a few houses in there. And this will have to be like that. We'll curve that. Good. Not great. How about I curve it all the way from the start? Yeah. And now there's a road from here. Curved road. Which kind of goes all the way around the edge. And that's going to be the edge of our new development. This road here. Okay. Which then connects in there. Now, how do we design this section? First off, I think a small clinic is going to be enough, because there's not going to be a huge number of people living over here. Small clinic is another of the modded things I've got, by the way. Small clinic wouldn't reach over here. But what about if I threw in one central road? I think that would probably give it the reach it needs. Almost. It doesn't quite reach over here. Well, perhaps with this new development, we move... Yeah, we move the hospital over here. And then the hospital might just be able to handle it. Yeah, it pretty much can. Okay, so let's move the hospital over here. Which we should do in 2 steps. First, the bus depot needs to shift. It can go... Well, it could go here, honestly. So yeah, we'll just move the bus depot here. We've got loads of money, so it's not that bad. This is a bit inefficient. The hospital goes just here. And there's no road there. Good. And the hospital can handle the stuff down here. And then the bus depot, it makes sense because this is the busiest bus lane right here. So it makes sense to have the bus depot be over here. And we need something else to fill that gap. We don't have a large police station yet. We are almost at jail capacity. So let's build one of those. We're pretty rapidly increasing our spending in this area, but by building this area rather, but that's okay. We might tweak that so this road can go either side of the hospital. For now, I think that's okay. Well, I'd kind of like it to back onto this road, but no, it shouldn't. Well, no, God, it looks so much better. Yeah, there we go. Good. And there can be a hospital road that goes around like this. And then across like this. Good. And this can be low density residential. Not that selection. There we go. So if you want to live right by the hospital, you can do that. Good. This area should be... No, because that's the entrance to the what you call it. That's fine. The tunnel. Tunnel is the word I am grasping at. And we could do another house here. That's fine. And some housing here. No, there's trees there. We'll let the trees have their space. Okay. Now, over here in New, Meadow Hell is a long way away. So New is going to have its own shopping centre. The shopping centre is going to be the other side of this road. And it's going to be fairly small. Just a few spokes coming out here, opposite roads. But it's going to have some high density commercial areas over here. And I'll use the fill tool for that. And along the front here. There we go. So if you need to go shopping in this area, you don't have to travel as far as if you're going all the way over to Meadow Hell. If you just need to pick up, some pharmaceuticals or, the groceries, you can just head down the other side of this great big busy road. Nice. Now over here, what do we want? Well, first off, let's zone this stuff. You are all residential. I think we'll let them move in before I do anything else. To make sure we still have residential demand. It might be that we need to do something else to drive up demand first. But zone up the inside. And yeah, outside of these as well. Good. And maybe we have a few offices. Not many. But just a few offices on the front here. And this is going to be our... Yeah, that's quite a few offices. But they're not too big. We don't need that all the way over there. That's fine. Okay, good. Now the zone does cover all this area. Good. And in this zone, we are going to have a city planning policy of... No, I want to give... How do I specialize? Well, first off, there are some base policies that we should have out in New. We are going to use recreational use. Education boost. Education blimps. I don't think we necessarily need that. Recycling. We will use parks education. That's fine. Good. Now, we don't have a fire station over here yet, which we will need. Just a little fire station here works. And a little police station as well. They're getting kind of covered by the big one, but just a little local fire and police station seem good to me. Now, it's occurred to me that I think I actually don't have the Campuses DLC turned on. Yeah, I don't think I do. That's really funny. I'm going to have to go look into that after this episode. This is like 15 episodes in. I've just realized, like, there must be a campus zone in the new DLC, and we don't have it. Wow. That's pretty funny. Well, we'll work on that in the next one. A city arch. Ooh. Spans over a road. Well, I mean, that seems so appropriate for here. What's the upkeep on this bad boy? It's not very much. Yeah, welcome to the city. This is the one at the way in. We're going to have a city arch to help welcome you in. And we're showing off our great big hospital at the front gate there as well. Power is all connected in, so they should sort themselves. And now we're getting these guys building up. Excellent. But now I want to get... Yes, tech specialization in this area. I want these offices to be focused around doing like computer stuff. Computer stuff. You can tell I work in the games industry because I call it computer stuff. Awesome. All right. I feel like immediately going and checking to see if I really haven't actually got the freaking campus DLC turned on. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to do it mid-episode. So let's save the game for the first time in donkey's years. This is save 9. Now go to the main menu. I'm just so tilted by the fact that I didn't have that on. But, I mean... Oh, dear. Alright, DLC's installed. Okay, that's on the far left. Is this it? European suburbia, green cities, mass transit, match day. It's not there. We don't have snowfall, and somewhere in here is going to be freaking campuses. No? But maybe, I mean... No, it's not a content thing. But I have it, though. Like, I do have the campus DLC. I know this is not what you want to see in the middle of episode. You know what? I'll just